What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jay coming at y'all with this reaction video. And look, bro, we got the man Jimmy High Roller. He is the future of basketball. Let's check it out.
What you're about to witness was one of the rarest occurrences to happen on an NBA court.
2 seconds. The clock reset. Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq with the post hook from Afghanistan.
Get off the track. Here comes Shaq.
A buzzer-beating
Look at this dude.
30-footer from
Hey.
Shaquille O'Neal. An otherwise awesome shot, but in this particular case, it was an absolute abnormality.
Yeah, that was
Throughout Shaq's
rare.
19-year career, he made 11,330 shots. The one you just watched was the one and only three-pointer. But this was back in
No, I thought he had a corner
1996,
three.
when big men lived in the paint, three-pointers being virtually off limits for them. Out of the 41 active 7-footers in the league that season, only 12 of them hit at least a single three-pointer. Only 7 of them hit multiple three-pointers, and Arvydas Sabonis was breaking the mold, hitting a whopping 39 threes throughout the entire season. More than every other 7-footer combined. But the league has changed a lot since 1996. Sabonis' historic shooting season getting buried over the course of 3 decades of basketball evolution, with players like Dirk Nowitzki, Brook Lopez, and Karl Anthony Towns redefining what it means to be a shooting big. The ability to shoot the long ball transforming from essentially a cool gimmick for big men to almost a necessity in today's league.
Kristaps
But it was
Porzingis?
Lauri Markkanen back in 2023
Channing
who set
Frye?
a new benchmark for just
Brook
how lethal a
Lopez?
big man can be from outside, sinking 200 three-pointers in a single season.
I
By
see you, my
far
boy.
the most of any 7-footer in NBA history. At least it will be until the end of this season, because Victor Wembanyama is on pace to do this.
Dang, I knew it, bro. I'm telling you, he's the future, bro.
in
I
a
knew it.
Single season.
I knew this
A
video was
mark
about
that
him.
completely laps even the greatest big men shooters.
Look at
of
this,
all
bro.
time. But
I'm telling
Victor
y'all,
isn't just a 7-footer.
he's gonna
one of
change the
tallest
whole
players in the
big
history of
man
the league.
dynamic, bro.
If we limit the players on this graph to those at least as tall as Wemby, well, yeah. Victor Wembanyama is an aberration, a basketball singularity, because he's doing this while also being the best defensive player on the planet.
That's facts.
And yet, it's still not enough. Fans criticizing the big man, saying that his game is too soft and that his skill set
Whose
doesn't
game
match
is
his
too
size,
soft?
playing 25 feet away from the basket, almost in defiance of his size and physical advantage. Why is he all the way out there? The jaw-dropping displays of skills far too refined for a player his size are cool and all, but why don't you try posting somebody up for a change? Wemby is already a generational talent, the potential to be one of the greatest of all time.
Because that boy
But
want to be shifty,
what's
bro.
all
Let him
that
change. Let him
potential
play how
if
he
you
want to play,
refuse to
bro.
use it? Is Wemby's game falling victim to a league that has become infatuated
Look
with
at all them
guard
handles,
skills and the
sizzling
long ball?
sizzling
Or is he
three.
on the brink of completely altering the entire landscape of basketball and how the game is played?
Right, that's what exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna alter all of it, bro.
Today's video is sponsored by Factor 75. Factor is a Factor ingredient, not only work that does 2 click-free shocks.
Jokic. Now Jokic switches back on him. Cross it over Jokic.
Look at that boy. Bam, bro. That
What
boy
in the
sleep,
NBA
boy.
evolution did I just witness? There was a point in time, not very long ago, where if you told NBA fans there would be a 7'4" giant doing bag
Look
work
at him.
and hitting crossover threes from 25 feet out, no one would believe you.
Nah,
And yet,
bro. Y'all gotta
here
let
we
him play
are.
how he plays,
Victor
bro. How he's
Wembanyama
comfortable
is
with.
really good,
You can't
and
force
everyone
him.
knows it. But
gonna mess up his
one,
game.
even generational talents like Wemby, are supposed to be this good.
Hey,
this
and we
early.
acting like he don't
Because
drive
even
in
compared
either.
To the greatest players of our lifetime, Wemby is on an early trajectory that we have never seen. Through 100 career games, more points than the all-time scoring leader, more blocks than the all-time blocks leader, and more threes than the all-time threes leader.
Oh
It's
my
like the
God.
basketball gods wanted to play a sick game by creating an unfair player who can just do everything all at the same time. And
He was
once you
made in a
compare
lab.
Wemby's impact to other players in just their second season, the gap he has on everyone is almost unbelievable. Here are some of the greatest players of the last 2 decades and the progression through their first 2 seasons according to estimated plus-minus. Now, a -1 is about league average, so even players who got off to a relatively slow start, like Giannis, Shea, and Westbrook, were still on a positive trajectory early in their careers. Now, an EPM of 3.5 is about an All-NBA caliber season,
James?
so players like LeBron, AD, Luka, and
Jokic?
Jokic were already stars in just their second season in the league. And then there's Wemby, who isn't just
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, he's
superstar,
going
but
all the
an
way up there.
MVP candidate in just his second season.
He should have
These are
won
the
last
best
year
players across
Defensive Player of the
multiple
Year too.
generations of NBA basketball, and Victor Wembanyama is outpacing all of them by a long
That's
shot.
crazy.
Already producing at a level that even the best players don't reach until their 4th or 5th season. Right now, Victor isn't competing to be the best young player in the league. He's quickly approaching the best players in the world. According to most advanced metrics, so far this season, Victor has been statistically a top 5 player
Damn,
in the NBA.
bro.
Estimated plus minus, for example, has Wemby as the 3rd most impactful player in the league this season, only behind Jokic and SGA. Now, Luka and Giannis
Chris
are
Paul
two
gotta
of the
step it
top
up, bro.
players of their entire
He wants to win.
generation
Chris Paul
in
gotta
their
definitely
prime,
step it
and
up.
Wemby is already impacting games at their level in just his 2nd season. We knew Wemby was going to be good if he could stay healthy and on the court. We knew he could be a defensive
better stay
superstar
healthy.
just off of his physical tools alone.
Look at
But
that, bro.
no one
Bro,
on
who is
God's
saying that
green
this
earth
dude is scared of physicality, bro? Who is saying that? Just because he's shooting threes. Look at what he's doing right
impacting
here.
games at their level in
Earlier,
just
he literally said that Wemby was scared of
his second
physicality and
season.
scared of
We
getting
knew
touched in the
Wemby was gonna
paint.
be good if he could stay healthy and on the court. We
Like,
knew he could be
look,
a
how is he
defensive
scared? Look at that,
superstar
bro.
Just off of his physical tools alone. But no one on God's green earth knew
Look at that.
this was a possibility. Because quite frankly,
How is he scared of physicality, bro? He's literally playing his role on defense. He just wants to be a different type of center on the offense, bro. Let him play his game how he was gonna play. Y'all want him to develop good. Let him play to his potential and his style, bro. Don't force the man to play a certain way when y'all know he's not gonna play like that, bro. Straight up.
it probably shouldn't be. Here is every single player in the NBA who has attempted at least 200 shots this season, mapped out according to their average shot distance on the x-axis and their height on the y-axis. And as you would expect, there's a clear correlation between how big players are and how close to the hoop they tend to operate. Big guys usually play near the rim, like Gobert and Gafford, who live right underneath it. The further out you go, the less height grants an advantage, and so typically you'll find the smaller players outside, like Steph Curry and Peyton Pritchard. Of course, there are outliers. TJ McConnell is just 6'1", and yet his average shot distance resembles that of a power forward. Lauri Markkanen and Brook Lopez are 7-footers, but you wouldn't know it based off the fact that the average of all of their shots is near the three-point line. Where is Wemby in all of this?
All the way
He's
out
right
there.
here, about a mile away from where you would expect the tallest player in the NBA to be, with shots that mirror a shooting guard. So far this season, Wemby's average shot is further out than some of the most prolific perimeter players like Harden and Luka.
Kyrie?
Anthony Edwards has attempted the most threes in the NBA this season, and even he is shooting closer to the basket than Wemby is. Karl Anthony Towns is in conversations as the best long-range shooting big ever, and Wemby is far closer to Steph than he is to Kat. It is
Wow.
mind-boggling. And yet, as incredible as this is, there's an equal amount of concern for the future of Wemby's career and the consequences of this playstyle. Victor is a part of a generation of players who are inheriting a league that has been taken over by outside play and homogeneous guard-like skill sets. We're watching this kid shatter records and bend the game in ways that we never thought were possible, and yet, for some fans, his game isn't what it should be. Victor isn't just the tallest player in the league. He's one of the tallest human beings on Earth. As cool as it is to see him hit step-back threes and do his best impression of a combo guard, it feels almost criminal that he isn't taking advantage.
Look at that,
of
bro.
all
He's not
that
scared of no damn
size near the rim.
physicality, bro.
A
Y'all don't know what y'all
7'4"
talking about.
giant with an 8-foot wingspan and the
He's an
potential
all-around
to be
superstar, bro.
unstoppable near the rim, shooting just 20% of his shots within 3 feet and 50% of his shots from beyond the arc.
Don't matter.
As one fan put it, Wemby took the KD route instead of the Hakeem route. The league should be elated. Now, getting compared
Good
to
that he
Kevin
took the Kevin Durant
isn't
route. Look
quite
at
the
Kevin
worst thing in
Durant.
the world. But considering who we're dealing with, it doesn't feel right for Wemby to be relegated
Wemby
to a
should come to the Bulls, bro.
hyper-lengthy, long-range bucket getter. In a league that continues to move further away from the basket,
I think he's gonna
if
stay with
there's
the Spurs,
one
though.
player we had hopes wouldn't lean into
The
this
Spurs
new age
always
of
get good
basketball,
people, bro.
it
That's
was Wemby.
crazy.
But this assessment is all wrong. Wemby hasn't taken the KD route.
Right,
He hasn't
he's taking the
that
Wemby
key
route.
either. He's doing both.
That's
at the
what I just
same time.
said. Oh my
Victor
God.
is already regarded by many as the best defensive player in the league. A
He's
title
doing it
that
on
takes
both
even the
ends, his
greatest
own
defensive
style,
anchors
bro.
years into their career to achieve. But that was the scouting report on Victor coming into the league. An era-defining defensive talent. The other stuff, competing, three-level scoring, and the potential to develop his offensive skill set was all there, but only in flashes. The question being not if, but when he could elevate to a truly elite offensive talent. Of all the timelines people had in mind, I'm not sure if anyone considered the possibility that he would check off those boxes just a season and a half into his NBA career. For some perspective, here are some of the greatest scorers in NBA history on a scale of points per possession. And here are the best defensive
Look at that boy
players
Joel
in league
Embiid all the way up
history on a
top.
scale of defensive box plus minus.
For those people that
Now,
say
these
Joel Embiid sucked because I picked him in my All-Star game, points per possession, bro. Look at Joel Embiid all the way up top, my nigga. Passing Michael Jordan, passing Luka, KD, LeBron. I'm not saying he's better than them, but look, bro. Look at this. Proof in the pudding right there.
Ultra elite on both sides of the ball is about the rarest thing in all of basketball, which is why on the scoring side, those defensive superstars fall here, and on the defensive side, those offensive superstars fall here. It's like some sort of intangible law of the game that keeps it balanced. Ben Wallace and Draymond Green could go toe-to-toe with just about anyone on defense, but Lord help us if they need to get a bucket. On the other hand, Iverson and Steph can score at will, but don't ask them to go down the other end and get you a stop.
Hold on,
but
what?
there have been a hand.
Hold on, wait. Off of what he's saying right here, this is bad defensive players right here?
A bucket.
Off of what he's saying or stats? Is this real?
On the other hand, Iverson and Steph can score at will, but don't ask them to go down the other end and get you a stop.
Are we saying Kobe Bryant cannot get a stop? No, this got to be fake. This got to be fake. There's no way one of the top defenders is not competitive players not about to get you a stop, dude.
But there have been a handful of truly great two-way players like Duncan, Hakeem, Kawhi, David Robinson, Giannis, and Michael Jordan. Oh, and of course, the giant freak of nature 21-year-old alien, who is already on his way to being the best two-way weapon the game has ever seen.
Oh my god.
But this is a 21-year-old.
They just gotta start playing him, bro. They don't be playing him, dog.
Just their second season, and you're looking at a player who looks like a work of fiction. So remind me again what exactly
off the chart, Iverson and Curry.
Game. Earlier this season, Victor was facing criticism for some of his performances. Why would you ever be standing 25 feet from the basket throwing up bricks when you have the physical tools to drop the ball in the hoop without even jumping?
No, he doesn't.
As the season has progressed,
he's still skinny, bro. He's not gonna risk his life to get injured, bro. He dropped 50 points, bro.
It's actually really entertaining. But the initial criticism Wemby received from fans is a testament to just how far-fetched and rebellious his game is, and how fans of the NBA are reluctant to change until the change works. When Dirk Nowitzki first entered the league, and even during his rise to superstardom, he was often criticized for being soft, and that in a time of true dominant big men, he wasn't one of them. Part of this was the stigma around European players at the time, but a large factor was his play style. The concept of a 7-footer handling the ball, facing up, and living off of 15-foot fadeaways was just too odd for some fans to accept. Now looking back, Dirk Nowitzki was nothing short of an incredible.
He was ahead of his time, bro. But that's
what
I just said.
Some of it fair.
Bro, I should be an NBA analysis, bro.
Fans reluctant to accept something.
Oh my god.
Different. Kevin Durant is on record saying he deliberately understated his height early on in his career because he knew if his listed height started with a 7, he would be labeled as a post player regardless of his skill set. Sounds a bit crazy now, but with how people viewed the game 20 years ago, without this decision, we may have never got the chance to witness this player. Early in his career, Michael Jordan was told that ball-heavy guards do not win championships. The formula for winning was rooted in the big man. And history confirmed this theory. Around the same time,
history changes, my boy.
Thomas were breaking the mold, winning titles and laying the framework for Michael to completely dismantle these previous outdated notions. And of course, no one believed three-pointers could be the key piece to winning a championship until the Warriors.
That boy Curry looks so young, man. 2016
with the three-pointer. No one wants change until it works. The
right.
only problem is you will never know if it works or not until
they laugh at you till you do it, bro. They laugh at you till you do it.
Is in the process of doing just that. Recently, while on the Bill Simmons podcast, Kirk Goldsberry talked about how unpredictable the progression of basketball can be, and how the next phase of the NBA may be centered around the skilled big man.
The 2010s were about small ball. We're halfway through the 2020s here, Bill. and we might call it skill ball, I think, because even the big dudes like Jokic and Embiid and Wemby.
Yeah, well, Embiid being brought up.
Name a center from 2004 or 1994. Could they do anything that Jokic do? Maybe Rasheed Wallace. There were some guys that were super skilled that could shoot the ball and pass and dribble.
Well,
but
it's basically Rasheed. Rasheed was the guy everyone pointed to and said, "Oh my God, this guy, he can shoot from outside. He can post up." And we held him up to this crazy level, and he was like 16 points a game.
This generation does everything. Everybody does everything. Dribble, pass, and shoot. And skill has never been this high. And Wemby is giving us a very clear next up. Everything is clicking. You know, he was very hyped like LeBron coming in. But I think Victor Wembanyama is poised to be the next greatest player in the NBA at some point in the next 5 years.
Looking back at how basketball
next
has
3 years,
changed
I
over
give
the
it, bro.
years, it only makes sense.
He already put
that
in 2. This is
towering
his second
players
year.
with
Next 3 years, by his
versatile
5th year, he's
skill
gonna be
sets
top
would be the
tier,
next
bro.
step in the game's evolution.
Calling it
Almost
right
a
now,
direct
bro.
counter to the small ball era that
Look at that, bro.
preceded
Doing
it.
football.
And Victor is well aware
Goggles.
of this. As he put
Hey.
it, the best way for me to help is to not put me in a box. We know we are going to make something original, something special. Coaches and staff within the Spurs organization
literally what I just said,
encouraging
bro.
Victor's departure from positional norms, knowing that allowing him to play his game won't stunt his potential, it will help him reach it. It doesn't make sense that Wemby can drill 30-footers or
Right.
get into his bag or tell his guards.
Look at that,
to
bro.
come
He's got a
set screens for
physicality.
him.
Look at that.
We like our bigs to play big. I mean,
He is playing big.
Usually we like our bigs to play big. Wait, hold on. That was
Hey.
actually kind of sick. Okay, well, height is just a number, but you gotta take advantage of it. We've heard it all before. Declarations that all made sense until the next evolution of basketball.
Look at that
was
boy
staring
right
it
there.
in the face. Any attempt to define Wemby's game or compare him to another player, past or present, will leave you empty-handed. He and his skill set do not compute. They are illogical. He isn't just really good, he is really good in a whole new way. We are witnessing the future of basketball. And if you didn't like the idea of a guard anchoring your team, if you didn't like the idea of 7-footers
Look at that
popping out and taking
Vader.
long
Oh my
jumpers,
God.
and
Dirk.
if you didn't like the three-point
Look at Curry.
revolution, then you sure aren't gonna like what this guy
Look
ends up
at
doing.
Wembanyama. He's gonna be a legend, bro. I'm telling y'all right now. Mark my words. Clip this if y'all want to. He is gonna be a legend. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm gonna catch you on the next video, bro. Peace.